have a little puppy outside my window. Oh my God, is he ever cute? It's a little Yorkie. I don't know who's, somebody's puppy's cruising, just having a good time out there. The joys of acreage where they can come and go. We see deer right outside. It's just amazing. Good morning. Well, good morning, new friends. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me. How awesome. I'm beyond thrilled that we got to virtually meet through some insanely incredible humans that, yeah, we get to hang out with. So great to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you guys so much for your patience with me this week. Tomorrow is even going to be even more of a mess up because this coach that is like absolutely blowing my mind. And you guys, I have invested in so many courses on my relentless pursuit for the top of the mountain life that I will never apologize for again. And yeah, so oh my goodness, I have so much to share with you guys. But today, the foundation for me of how this crazy, awesome little ride even started, 100 ways in 100 days to a billionaire mindset, is just a portion of Bankrupt or Billionaire, Bankrupt to Billionaire, Billionaire Blueprint, all kinds of ideas that birthed out of my own, what seemed in the moment like a personal tragedy. Because having worked really hard, and I am very proud of how hard I worked to accomplish what I did accomplish, and I have had such an extraordinary life. So multi-millionaire, very successful real estate agent, made it to number 14 out of 6,600 RE/MAX agents in Western Canada. Really, really proud of myself. But that came at the cost, a few costs. One was my health, 70 pounds. I was 70 pounds heavier than I am now. But far worse than that, I ended up with chronic fatigue syndrome. So knocked down, couldn't work like I worked, really went through a lot of terror in that. Good morning. And so getting knocked down in a health crisis was a really big eye-opener for me. But what started to happen was this complete awakening of how out of balance, how out of control my life was, and how unhealthy the truth was in my world. So pillars of success: rocking relationships, off the chart health and wellness, money and financial success, freedom, right? A billionaire life is one of freedom, the freedom to do and be and have and go and, you know, all of those things. And community, recognition, and like volunteering, etc. So those are the pillars. And so for me, I really did have, you know, millions of dollars and a lot of nice things, right? I drove a paid for whatever Cadillac Escalade Platinum, blah blah blah, and you know, I mean, it all looked really flashy, but I'll tell you what. And then, you know, but if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Ask anybody who is dying of a terminal illness, what's the most important thing? And I promise you, taking care of you, number one, is the most important thing. Then go out there and kick ass in the world and become and do what it is that you want. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Hearts, hearts, hearts. I just love you guys so much. So what happened was, and like I said, you know, really so many guilt, shame, embarrassment, you know, having to claim personal bankruptcy because, and it was important to me and I wouldn't change it. The bankruptcy trustees told me, you didn't have to cash in that $500,000 in RSPs to keep paying for my office. I didn't owe a penny in taxes. I didn't owe, when I claimed bankruptcy, corporations were the only entities that I owed money to, and the government wasn't one of them. So it just, you know, and I mean, not that I don't still feel bad about that, but I also know that that's part of budgeting when it comes to those big corporations, when they lend you, when you have credit cards in the hundreds of thousands of dollars and the economy decides to crash, you know, that's kind of, anyways, I'm sort of over it. So there I was in this dark, shame-filled place. And I didn't know who I was, because I even had actually somebody say to me, "What are we going to call you now? Sandy?" So I left real estate. I had no intentions of going back. My heart was broken. I thought I just thought I had done that, but I love my clients. I've had so many people reach out to me, and now I get to work with Myrna, who's been tons of fun, and she's just been super supportive. So I still am doing real estate, but Bankrupt or Billionaire is my passion. The idea that, you know, so many people, so many humans live this existence in a bankrupt state of mind, you know, where it's just we exist. And I am absolutely determined to shake somebody up out there, to wake them up, to see that there is a next level, and that having a billionaire mindset is how you begin to build a billionaire life, where you are, pinch yourself, is this real, excited every single day to be you. So this dark day, this was, I brought a Kleenex. This dark day, I thought I was better than this. I've read these a number of times over the years, but I always cry. So I'm going to try really hard to be able to articulate my words, because I'm an ugly crier. Somebody says there are no ugly criers. Oh, let me tell you, I get all red-faced and I can't speak. So I said to my son, Bodhi, it's Mother's Day tomorrow, son, and if there's anything that I could ask you, I actually asked Corey. Corey refused. He just flat out refused. I would love for my boys to write me a letter to tell me what you think about the fact that I am facing bankruptcy. So literally, May 13th, 2018 was Mother's Day, and the 15th was my actual bankruptcy day. So this is how walking into this I was. And I said to him, would you write me a letter? And he's like, oh yeah, you know, he's a lifeguard. You know, my boys are 6'4", 6'5", and 6'5". and they're pretty cool guys, right? Corey is that connected kid that says, no, Mom, I can't do it, because I know how his heart works. That, and he's also a very private individual who says, and you'd probably put it in a book or something. Who knows his mom? That would be my Corey. So one day maybe Corey can do a circle back and say, this is what I thought of what was going through. So Bodhi Schaffner, and if you've ever met my Bodhi, tall, dark, handsome as hell, pretty cool cucumber guy, writes his mom this letter for Mother's Day. My name is Bodhi, and I'm the middle son of Sandy Schaffner McKee. My mom has to file for bankruptcy soon, and it must be one of the hardest things she's had to do, and she had to deal with me for almost 19 years, smiley face. Furthermore, I know she must be sad and embarrassed, but I don't believe that she has anything to be embarrassed about. So, in light of that, I'd like to say why. For the last 19 years, I've been lucky enough to have, I should have read this a couple dozen times first, I'm sorry. Lucky enough to have the greatest mom ever. Throughout my life, she has put in more effort than anyone I've ever met to be a mom, businesswoman, and friend for a lot of people. I remember going swimming with her at our old pool, and everyone knew her, as well as made a point to say hello, because she had affected their life, helped them buy or rent a house, sell it, or just the things she'd do for us around the school, like cook pancakes for our school and rendezvous. She did everything she could to help people, and it left a lasting impression. My mom is more than just a businesswoman, though. She is just that, my mom. Good morning. Hi, my friend. She encourages me to do more, even if I don't know what more to do. Heck, my career choice is partially inspired from her, and my job now is to thank for her, because when I wasn't sure that it's what I wanted to do to push through the physical and mental training, she told me to go for it. That job has helped me to gain a work ethic that yet again I get from her. Even more than work, I learned to appreciate the small things from her, whether it's a lunch date or the cereal that she hides from me because it's my favorite, and because Dalton eats it all. They may not seem like crazy things to do, but it shows that she's always thinking of her kids, and that is exactly the kind of parent that I want to be. The message I'm trying to say is that I have the best mom that I could have asked for. Now, it might seem cliche, but it's true. She's strong, intelligent, determined, fun, and the best. So, puddle. Not kidding. I was on my knees sobbing. And that was my moment that I declared. I sat up and went, I'm not bankrupt. I am a billionaire all day long. So tomorrow I'm going to share my affirmations with you, and you will see my billionaire all day long. Because honest to goodness, billionaire, man. Billionaire. All day. And there I walked into that year. Now, if you've ever met my children, they are salt and pepper, my younger two. Dalton is, he is just fun factor 11 out of 10. Bodhi's a little more serious. He's extremely intelligent and very introspective. Bodhi is he's the psychology conversation guy, and Dalton is the fun factor party kid, like super kind, super sweet, definitely, but they get along so well. They didn't always, but they sure do now. They're like best friends. I am 15 and youngest son of Sandy Schaffner McKee. I'm the redneck child. Today my mom has filed for bankruptcy. It's very sad, and at first I felt humiliated, because who would want to hang out with the broke kid? Because these days a person's social status is how much money is in your hand. But what not many people know about me is I don't live off my parents. I have a job. Mind you, I work for my father. That's the second thing people get wrong about me. People say that, oh, you just work for your dad and you just sit on your ass all day and get paid. Did I mention he tends to swear a little more? It's like, oh my God. Get paid way too much. What people don't know is that I work my ass off, and my dad pushes me harder than all of his other workers because he wants me to be something. So I'm not ashamed of my mom filing for bankruptcy, because it really does not affect me. Oh dear God. I mean, it does, but not in a huge way. My mom is a very hard worker, just like me and my father, so it wasn't a lack of effort on her part that has made her claim bankruptcy. It's the local economy here in Fort Nelson. My mom sells houses, and the market has fell off a cliff. Right? Without selling houses, she isn't making money. Without making money, oh my God, she can't pay bills, and eventually we find ourselves here. I am not worried about my future, because for one, I make my own money, and for two, my mom will dig herself out and be back on top, because she's a very hard worker. My dad always says if success was based off how hard people work, there would be a lot more rich people in the world. It's all about who you know and what you know that those people want to hear. Basically, if you know something other people want to know, like how to get skinny fast or how to make money quick, that shit brings people in, and you can make money without even having to lift a finger. Did you know? These two things are what my mom is selling. I don't know. Anybody here got skinny fast or rich quick? Oh God, I love my boys. These two things, yep, is what she said. So, as I said, am I ashamed of my mom claiming bankruptcy? No. Look at Donald Trump. He's claimed bankruptcy multiple times and has come out on top every time, and now he's the president. Hopefully my mom becomes the prime minister because Justin Trudeau is a complete dumbass. Gotta watch my swear since I got me a trucker mouth. Anyways, what I'm trying to tell you is I have faith in my mom and I know she will be successful again. And I say again because she was very successful at one time. Do you see why I need them both? Like, one's got me sobbing because he's so tender and sweet, and the other one's got me killing myself laughing, all in the same day. And, you know, it's a level of blessing, and it's just a level of showing up, right? And so the most important thing to me at this moment in my life is to be a mom and to know that I am the best mom that I can be. As much as I am not perfect, I am just showing up. And one of the things that the coach that I'm working with, good morning, the coach that I've been working with most recently, Michael, has said is that yesterday, that whole, if you're not showing up in every area of your life, like really showing up, then you're a liar and a fraud, because you are teaching, you say you want to be the best mom you can be. Well, guess what? You are showing them by example by not doing the maximum that you are capable of every single day. You're hiding in your personal whatever you're going through, or whatever circumstance or boulder puts itself in your path that you actually have to stop and think and go around or go over or go under, or however you need to navigate to get to where you're bloody going. And so just getting called out, and it's like, oh my heavens. So today was another really great session. I have lots to share with you, but I know that this has gone a little late, or however, it's a little long. So I definitely want you to show up. I want, you know, to remind yourself as to the commitment. You know, 100 days is a lot of days to show up, but there is a destination and you know, hopefully very much some results at the end of it. We are working on that 2-year plan. We certainly have not done it full out. I hope you've started to at least take notes about the things that you would like to see in your life 2 years from now that are going to look different. Please, if you do nothing else, start to articulate, because, you know, it's like that daydreaming, and then write it down. Like, if it's lose 5 pounds, if it's lose 40 pounds, write it down, and write it down in a positive, not lose 40 pounds, because nobody likes losing at anything, right, in life. It is the best shape of my life so far, 2 years from now. You know, things like that. And just, you know, we're going to work a lot more on that stuff, but whatever your notes are that you're taking, that's going to form your dream life script, and it's going to be very detailed, and it's going to be something that you're going to reference a lot in this next 2 years. So I hope you're having an incredible day. Thank you for sharing that moment with me. It is very emotional for me that, you know, but that's why it's just, for me in my heart, I get so excited about doing this and sharing it. And thank you for sharing this with me, because I really am going to take what we're doing here and I'm going to create something much bigger. Huge favor, guys. So you know how I asked you to pray for Danielle the other day? Please continue to pray for Danielle. She is my high school friend, beautiful, beautiful woman's 25-year-old daughter who's just been pulled into the darkness. She's, you know, she's had a drug dealer that's lured her in, and she's struggling, but she's got the foundations and she knows. So please send her love and light, and just non-judgment, love her unconditionally exactly where she's at, and just pray for her to start to feel the light in her heart, and because she knows where her best self is. Just sometimes it's easy to get, you know, to just feel good in the moment versus feel good in your life, right? But another insanely incredible friend of mine's daughter is due to have a baby. It is Andrea is her name. Her baby is due next month. And the doctors have discovered that there's some issues with baby, with some swelling and brain stuff, and she's terrified. She's absolutely terrified. And the power of prayer is scientifically proven, absolutely proven. And I've seen miracles happen where I've seen this. And I mean, I don't know what the journey is here, but that beautiful little baby, if we could all pray, and for peace in baby's mom's heart, Andrea, because she's so afraid. And you know, with everything going on in the world, the reason we're all so afraid of this COVID thing is because it's unknown to us. We don't know what we're battling, and we don't know how to battle it. If you know the rules to the game, you could show up and play, but we don't know the rules. We don't know where it's coming from, and we don't know, you know, how close it is to us and all that. So fear of the unknown creates, you know, and it just multiplies issues. So please help me pray for Andrea and Andrea's baby, and for my friend Karen, because she's grandma, and I, you know, as parents, we want our babies to just be safe and be happy and be warm and be loved, and you know, everything to go well. So love you tons. I know I went super long today. If you didn't catch early, please watch the replay. It's pretty fun. It was my letters from my boys. I did pretty well. A couple deep breaths, but I didn't actually end up bawling my eyes out. I'm somewhat proud of myself this morning. So I have a great rest of your day. So tomorrow, my coaching session goes till 10:30. So I'm going to show up here at 11 a.m. And I know this week has messed with all of you, and I'm so deeply grateful for your patience with me. That coaching is going to be worth it because I'm bringing that to you, and so your patience will pay. I promise you that. I appreciate you so much, and I love you dearly. Have a great rest of your day. Mwah!